This is Redemption, an actual play podcast set in the Star Wars Edge of the Empire role-playing game system, with Kris Burlew as the GM and also the droid R3A1.
Hey, hold me upside down.
Kendall Jung as the Twi'lek, former Padawan Karel.
Tazi shot Dooku.
Michael Waldschlager II as the Duros pilot Tazi.
You can spy on Karel later.
And Nathan Robinson as the Nautolan gunner Kaio.
Maybe it's one of those Jedi magic tricks.
Guest starring Chris Berger as Master Vannel Dane. Episode 17, Cold Choices. Shining stars found in the ice, old secrets found, and ghosts are haunting Kaio, A1, and Tazi. What else will the crew find in the snowy abandoned temple before they can make their escape?
You roll out, you open the door. It slides open.
Okay.
And
do I see this star thing and with light?
Yeah, you see the
shadowy
kind
figure.
of the smoky figure in the ice, and you get this really strong connection.
Do I hear voices?
Yes.
Okay.
And actually what you see is that little, what kind of looks like I said, a star in the sky. It actually comes forward towards you. Like you can see it, which is kind of freaking you out because it's moving through a wall of ice.
Okay.
And then it gets to you, and everything goes black. You feel like you're falling into a pit, but you're falling, and it feels almost like you're falling in slow motion. And not only are you falling, but you're kind of tumbling over and over, and then you kind of land softly, and all you see is that ghostly figure.
Hello, Padawan.
Oh, I didn't think I was asleep. What just happened?
I do not think you are asleep either.
Okay, this has not happened. Well, I'm sorry. Hello. This is. I haven't heard from you in a little while. How you been?
It has been a little hard to get through to you.
Oh, I'm not sure how this works, so I'm not sure how to fix it.
That's all right.
What did you need something?
Yes. What are you doing?
Well, we're on a very cold planet, looking for some artifacts.
Artifacts.
Yes.
What kind of artifacts?
Well, this used to be I believe they were called the Potentium Temple a long time ago. Where there was a battle here, very big battle, many lightsabers and blasters and some explosives. I was looking for a lightsaber crystal.
Ah.
There's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Tazi shot Dooku, and I mean, I don't know why he didn't kill us, but now there's like people after us. I felt like I should maybe it could help if we got into trouble, if I had a working lightsaber. Well, I heard that there was lore that some crystals can help you calm your emotions when you use them. So that's why I'm here. I'm looking for such a thing.
And you believe you have found such a thing here?
I think so. Right before I got this, whatever it is, I thought I had found a crystal in like this ice wall. And as soon as I touched it, bam, we were here.
Yes. But you are not dreaming.
Well, I kind of got that. I'm a little startled. It doesn't... Okay, the whole creepy, there's nothing here but you and I, for as far as the eye can see, kind of dreamy. Okay, neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there, Padawan. So you have touched this crystal, and it has brought you me.
Oh, that's a good sign. That's a good point. I didn't think of that. Well, this is a great omen.
I'm not so sure of that.
I'm pretty sure all of Kaio's fretting and worrying is going to come to naught.
I am not so certain.
But you're here. That's great news.
Yes, but Padawan, where are we? I should be standing before you in a place that you know, in a place that you recognize, such as when I came to you on your ship. You're in your room. This is not quite natural.
I was actually kind of hoping you were going to explain this, because I mean, the whole you being here and being glowy is kind of weird enough that I kind of was just writing this off as subtext.
You have not figured that part out yet, have you?
It's been a very busy few weeks. I haven't had a lot of time to do much.
Meditate.
I have found time for that. I just
Good.
not as much as I would like. We got shot at a lot.
That happens.
And then there was the little girl who was a Force user, and we turned her over to Master Reyes, who isn't there anymore. He vanished. But again, we got disappearing Jedi everywhere too, so I don't...
Yes.
Sorry, headache.
Padawan, you do not seem very calm.
I'm a little scattered, I'll admit. It's also been a very long day. And I won't admit it to the boys, but I'm freaking freezing here on this ice planet. And you're here, so I'm a little off balance.
Yes. I think you are. I think that may be the problem.
Well, I mean, that was... I guess that was technically why I'm not a Jedi, isn't it?
True, but you are seeking a crystal for a lightsaber. To build your own lightsaber is the final act of a Padawan. Do you really think you are ready?
To be honest, I'm not sure. It's something I feel I need to do.
Why?
Like I said, it's hard to explain, this sounds so... There are great forces moving out there, and they're coming at us. Something's coming, and I don't know what it is. And the fact that Tazi shot Dooku, it means I'm already paranoid enough that he's going to turn around and kill us.
So you intend to slice it apart with a lightsaber?
Not so much cut it apart. I mean, that was never my style. I was better at Suresu than anything else.
Suresu requires balance, Padawan.
And that's why I had followed this lead to try and find a crystal that could assist in this calming. I don't know. This all has come back so suddenly. It's been 2 months, and just everything is sliding further and further towards this thing I sense in the future. It's moving very quickly.
You must be mindful of such things, but the future is always changing. You should be certain that the path you walk is the path you want to walk, and not merely the path events thrust on you.
Sometimes, though, events force you on a certain path. I mean, you get choices along the way, but...
The question I am asking, are you choosing to be a Jedi, or are you choosing a form of power you think is going to solve your problems? Padawan, wake up.
Tazi, you see Karel look out, and then she falls to the ground and just kind of lays there, and you see her. It looks almost like she just decided to go to sleep.
Like, what does Tazi see her? Does it like literally just drop to the ground? It's not like a slow fall. She didn't like.
No, she almost like she kind of fainted, but not. She didn't make the whole and fall like you stereotypically see on TV shows.
Tazi quickly holsters his pistol and cuts out around the corner to go tend to her.
Okay, you look at her. Her eyes are kind of rolled in the back of her head, and she kind of twitches a little bit. Not like a full seizure, but you see her, and she's just kind of there. Like I said, not a full seizure, but kind of shaking a little bit, looking very nervous and twitching a little.
I do my best with my, pencil-thin arms to try and drag her away from the ice wall.
You can. She's not that heavy. She's beefy, but not. I mean, Corell's what, 5'3"? So she's not huge.
And I, when I get her dragged away a couple more feet, I run back over the door and I just kind of I slam the button to shut it.
Okay, it shuts.
Corell, and I'm shaking, I'm giving her like a gentle shake, not like a violent shake.
No real answer. But A1 kind of, at that point, he rolls out and, what'd you do?
I didn't do anything. She just fell. She looked out. The door was open. She looked out toward the ice, and then she just collapsed.
No. But that's probably not good. A1 just looks like, man, if only we had a doctor. And then he rolls over and starts popping on the alarm. I'll check her.
Kaio.
Yes?
Get out here. Corell collapsed.
Oh, for the love of
He comes rushing out, slides next to her. He's like, do we know what happened to her? Did she get hurt?
She just collapsed in front of the door when she was looking out into the ice. I shut the door.
I'm going to do a med check. Any difficulty, or am I just looking at successes and such?
3.
Okie dokie. Success and a threat.
She's in,
The kind of catatonic.
yeah. She's got a little catatonic, not like in a coma, because a coma, people just lay there restfully. It's
Yeah.
almost like she's having a dream. Her arms are kind of moving a little bit.
So she's having some sort of, what a spiritualist would say, out-of-body experience, kind of like
that's a good description.
she's very rigid and things are happening, but she's not functioning like
But it's not like a nightmare. She's not screaming and
No.
like trying to
right.
tear anything apart. And any attempt you make to wake her up doesn't really seem to do much.
While Kaio's tending to her, I'm going to go back over and pop the switch on the door again, see if I missed something in the ice field. There was supposedly something shining in the ice field.
You see nothing. You see I mean, it's nice and clear. You can see several feet in, but you don't see anything in there. And this goes on for 10, 15 minutes. And then Corell just slowly opens her eyes and I would say looks around a little confused.
Hi.
Hello.
I stand up.
You go to stand up and like you kind of reach up with your hand and kind of try to wipe your head a little bit, and something falls out of your hand and on the floor. And A1 kind of goes, "Oh, I found it."
Seriously,
I reach down.
A1.
What is it?
It's a crystal.
Well, that's never happened before.
Maybe it's one of those Jedi magic tricks.
You could say that in a way.
Well, I guess I can close this then. I close the blast door again.
I think we can go now. Yeah, we can go now.
If you say so. Are you okay to travel? Can you walk all right?
Yeah.
You hear A1 go,
What happened?
You guys all hear A1 go, "Welcome."
No, just don't feel
Welcome what?
nothing.
She said, "Thank you."
Yes, you're welcome. Thing, whatever you are, ghost.
So if you guys can
She-
tell us when she says things to you,
I just really don't feel like explaining that I have something talking to my brain.
we get that now.
I will.
It's clear.
I'm good with it.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
No, I wasn't.
That's what she just said too.
Sarcasm.
Why don't we find our way back to the entrance? And suggestion? Let's camp here. And Dorn has an odor about him.
Odor?
Yeah.
Smell.
He stinks.
He doesn't bathe as much as you guys do.
Oh,
So why don't we camp just inside
Got
the
it.
doorway, and then in the morning we'll go find him and head back.
Sounds fine.
You guys okay with staying here one more night?
no, that's fine.
That's fine.
Okay. You just looked a little creeped out.
Between the voices and the smoke people, it's a little off-putting. I'll
I don't
be
think
honest.
it's going to happen again.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
It was for a purpose, and that purpose has been fulfilled.
I'll take your word for it. You know more about this stuff than I do.
Okay. Go back downstairs to the main entrance and the staircase where we set up our tent last time. We'll just
You can do that, or I mean, there's beds in here. I mean, they're 20 years old, but Dusty,
the
dirty.
tent's warmer.
turn on the heat. You got the power going.
Kaio's just kind of picking at his blaster, just doing some tweaks, making sure cells are doing well, just kind of hanging out.
Hey, can you go head over to that computer terminal downstairs in the power room, and let's turn the heat back on in the living quarters.
Okay.
We don't need it anywhere else, but let's get the heat going to there so we can rest there tonight.
Okay.
We get everything set up in the rooms. I'm going to go down to the training room for a little bit.
Yeah, I'll come downstairs if you don't mind. You're still company.
I don't mind. You might get bored, but
I'm just gonna work on my blasters and stuff, and I don't know. I just don't feel totally comfortable in this place.
I'm gonna
Not 100% comfortable. Not
I'm gonna
uncomfortable.
come with you
Okay.
guys, but I'm gonna take another look around. I have an idea.
okay.
And I guess before we go, so no one's using this place, right?
As we're going down the stairs, we're
Yeah,
having
yeah,
this
yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, we're walking.
No, I mean it's been abandoned for 20, 30 years.
At least, literally, I think they whoever came here did the fighting. They literally just left.
And so, the only person that we knows exactly where this place is Dorn.
Well, and
and Tassar.
Tassar and Dooku.
But I mean,
And anybody who's ever been here.
In general, the general populace of this planet doesn't know where this place is.
I mean, nobody.
Kind of, they do.
They know of this place, but
What you got from the town was it's haunted.
which
So
is good.
people stay away because they're scared of it.
But it's also kind of it's away from settlements. It's
Oh, a lot.
it's a couple days out, like
And
know.
it's-
Through Snow
I mean-
Demon country.
And it's the site of from what you can see on the video, a pretty bad massacre.
So I guess I'll just come on and say this: we could use a base of operations, and this place is empty.
Other than the
It
creepy-
already has a power set. It's already got power. There may be a place we could land the ship or keep the ship on a bay outside.
The only thing I think I would worry about is people coming here. If they see a ship coming in here
They won't
often.
really see a ship because we're way out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, planetary sensors, the satellites in orbit.
There's not that many. This
We-
place is pretty uninhabited.
We need to hook up some sort of link to the HoloNet. And I'm not saying it's not a bad idea. It's just
Actually, I think there is a link to the HoloNet. I think it's just iced.
that could be too.
Well, we'd have to check that. But these are thoughts that are going through my head right now. I'm not saying it's the best idea. But
I mean, it wouldn't be a terrible
remote.
idea.
It's remote. It's quiet. The facilities here we could update easily. I think with
Time.
with a little bit of time and a little bit of cash flow.
I mean, I think the only again
It's remote and it's secure. There's not many people that know that this place is here, and even the people on planet don't come here because they are scared of it.
Yeah, we'll need to definitely. I think before we stay here, like long term, we'd want to get the door. But I mean, other than that, yeah. I mean,
that's part of repairs, right? I mean,
scary ghost lady, but I haven't heard her since you talked.
She
passed out.
She's not scary.
Okay, for you, not scary. Fine. For me, scary.
That used to be my master.
Oh, that's new. Oh, okay.
Well, your master was the one talking to A1 and Kaio.
Which I'm still not 100% sure why she just didn't appear like she did on the ship a couple weeks ago.
Oh, she was on the ship.
What?
This is news.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
you can't see her, so it's weird. I think
okay.
what I think has happened is the strong connection with the Force allowed more of a physical manifestation, and while she couldn't actually talk to me at that point,
Why not?
there's a lot of noise in here.
right. But you know what? Now that you say that, that might be a good thing for us because if this place has got a lot of noise, as you call it, as far as the voice is concerned, maybe people won't be able to pick up that you're with us.
Like white noise.
Like white noise, yeah.
that-
Like the
It could be considered
Like-
like a cover,
Yeah, it'd be like a blanket of white noise. They wouldn't be able to see that you were here.
but they will detect a strong Force signature.
Right, but I mean, as you said, you couldn't feel
But
your own...
it would be like finding water in a pond.
Right. Oh, look,
Yes.
there's a lot of water. I think there's a little
So-
bit more watery water.
and so we leave the externals of this place looking as though it is abandoned.
Other than the...
Only
yeah.
a few like out
Then
external
we
signs.
need to plant a beacon so we can come back here with the ship.
Hey, well, I mean, right. I mean, that's my biggest concern is that we want to make sure that the ship is safe. We would have to see if there's anything around for landing. But I mean, this
think
is
that's while we're here, when you're going to the training room, and
I'll help you.
yeah,
just-
we'll use A1 and maybe check the maps. He's got maps of the facilities. They've got to have a place to land ships.
You'd think that, yeah. I mean, other than if this was, really supposed to be hidden away. I mean, that is a
But
possibility.
even so, they're likely being underground
Something, I'm sure.
somewhere. We could dock underground. Even
We'll find out, and
we'd have to like check the maps and see what we've got. But
I hope we don't have to like kill Dawn to keep our secret.
I was actually thinking we could hire Dorn.
What?
I'm willing to
Well,
bet.
if we just tell him, he's known
listen.
about this place. He doesn't like it. We just don't tell him we're going to turn it into a
Oh
hole.
yeah.
Right.
No, that's way
But-
better than killing him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're also we will also need someone to make sure that the place is operational while we are not here.
That's true.
We could likely hire Dorn to take care of the place for
That's
us.
totally possible.
Or we find
Or we
another
could find-
droid.
Of course, we could do that also. Just my thought is, it might
I
not be
think Dorn
bad.
would go completely insane here all by himself.
It might not be bad to have one person on planet that we trust with, or trust with being able to manage some things for us when we're not
I
here.
don't trust him at the moment. I mean, we paid him to
He's
get
our
us
guide.
here.
And
Right. I'd rather get a droid who we can program to be responsible.
Okay.
I'm not.
I'm not against this
No,
plan.
I'm simply. I was trying to think of a way to. So do we either pay off Dorn or because Dorn came out here with us.
So Dawn knows that we're here.
Dorn knows that we have been here.
Yep.
And if he knows that we've been here and there turns out there's activity in the near future, he's likely to know we are the people here. So why not take advantage of that instead of trying to hide it? If we can if we can make him an asset for us on this planet, then we actually, he can work contract deals with us. We could actually run cargo off this planet.
Yep.
We're not necessarily trying to necessarily be a hidden base. We're not carrying a lot of expensive stuff that we need to hide.
Guys, we are in separate space, and we've sort of been told to get the hell out. We'd have to lay low, but... And while Carl's doing this, she's, like, grabbing some of the, training mats and, dusting them, flipping over, dusting them off, and creating, a seat in front of one of the meditation spots.
I'm not saying this has to be our permanent base of operations, but it might be a good place for us to use as a stopping point or a hole, a hideaway, a getaway.
I'm totally okay with making this our complete base of operations, especially if we're going to pay for things to make it better. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? Why not? Isn't the best place to hide?
I don't know how much we're going to have to actually improve.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, but anyway.
We need to, as we walk around, we'll see what, we'll get an estimate for what we might need to do to fix this place up. But if it's literally a matter of de-icing the possible HoloNet connection and then replacing that front door, we might even leave that door busted. Make it look, again, like this is an abandoned place.
Right.
And then set our defenses a little further into the building, right?
Sure.
Again, there's different things we could do, but I just wanted to kind of float that by you guys and see what you might think. We don't really have a place to call home right now. I can't go back to Duros right now. But there's nothing for me there. I have no place to keep the ship. It's literally port to port at this point. It would be nice to have some place to be able to go.
Okay. The heat kicks on, by the way.
Do you guys want to go look for the antenna? I'll be...
No, it's fine.
That should only be a half hour to an hour.
You're fine.
We'll get A1. We'll kind of look at his maps and walk around, see what we've got in the facility. You go ahead and do what you need to do with your crystal. And
Okay.
Thing.
So Carl just kind of sits cross-legged on the mat out of her bag, she pulls her lightsaber hilt.
Tazi
and she
motions.
closes her eyes and starts meditating.
Tazi motions to Kaio, quietly, doesn't say anything, just motions to, get out of the room. Let's leave her be.
Kaio just, puts the gun on his back and...
A1 comes back up.
Kaio puts his finger to his
We
lips.
both make a quiet motion to A1 if he...
And then we walk out the door.
Kind of, one hand, I put one hand on one arm unit, and then he puts one hand on the other, almost as if A1 had shoulders, and then kind of pushes him back away from the doorway.
He kind of resists because he's trying to. He's stretching to kind of see. A1 kind of looks at you too. Oh, private moment, and then just takes off as fast as he can in a different direction. You guys have to chase him.
No,
as he's taking off.
I follow him and I tap him on the dome.
What?
We need you to help. Tazi and I need to go find the antenna that would connect us to the HoloNet here.
Okay.
Can you take us there now?
You want to look at the maps?
Yes.
We need you to. We actually need you to display the maps while we're walking around. So just come with us.
Okay. He does. He goes rather quickly.
He's overjuiced again.
He doesn't want to miss the show.
He overjuiced. This is how he acts when he overjuiced.
Yeah.
Who has the highest perception?
I think we both have the same. 3?
Yeah.
3 green.
No, 1 yellow, 2
Nope,
green.
he does.
1 yellow, 2 green.
Yep.
A1 rolls up, plugs into a computer. You guys start seeing maps going. You kind of notice his dome. He's not looking at the map. He's kind of looking off to the side, and he's just displaying the maps. And eventually you get to see that there's an antenna that goes up that is obviously at the top.
And he's looking at a video feed, yes.
He's just looking at a wall.
Is the wall facing where the chamber is?
No,
the
you
training
guys
chamber?
You guys are upstairs. You guys had to go all the way back up to the security thing. So on the monitor, he's showing you the maps. But like I said, his eye, whatever you want to call it, is looking at the wall away from...
Yeah, again, start tapping him on the top of the head.
What?
I said you're going to take us to the antenna together.
No, you said show you.
Nope.
It's right there.
Nope. Take me.
there.
Take me now. Take me now.
It's right there.
Let's reiterate the orders. You are to accompany us around the facility. You will be holo projecting these maps so we can see where we're going and what we will be doing.
Okay.
That would be now.
You can spy on Carell later.
Okay. He unplugs, rolls away.
By the way, before our conversation upstairs, do you still not remember getting here?
Nope.
Okay, we still have to have Corral look at your memory unit, but you'll do that later. Let's go find that antenna.
You guys are rolling. You guys have to basically go up a maintenance shaft to the top of the mountain where you're going to have to go outside basically to basically unfreeze it, hook some wires back up, get some power back to that antenna.
Well, I'm going to try and use my mechanics skill to determine the best way to help A1 with this. He's going to be more skilled than me, being an engineer. So whatever we need to do, whatever A1 needs help with, Tazi will lend a die.
Okay. Wow. 2 successes with a triumph. He basically gets up there and he says, hey, hold me upside down.
I lift him up and hold him upside down.
And then he does it all upside down.
Tazi does the whole thing where he looks like he's helping, but he just has his hands on A1. He's not actually lifting.
Yeah. Basically, he has you hold him upside down and push him up a little bit. And then he's just got his little hands out and he... Yeah, there you go.
That was it.
Yeah.
Someone just disconnected it, yeah?
The ice came in and...
So just long term, do you think that would happen again? Can we keep that from happening?
Can we keep this thing de-iced?
As long as we keep power to it and keep it warm.
Oh, okay. So warmth is through the power. We should be fine as long as the power to the unit. Okay. All right.
How long do you think we have until the reactor? We'll have to do something more maintenance work on the reactor.
Or did you check that when you were down there?
Did you check?
I didn't check.
All right. We'll need
Let's
to do
check that too.
Yeah.
I was just told to get it going.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Is there?
Yeah.
Well, let's go inside.
Yeah.
First.
Away from this cold.
Out of the cold, yeah.
Climb back down the shaft. I'm holding a backpack strapping.
No, A1 can jet. He can probably just like float down the
it's
shaft
just
on his
jets.
jets.
All right. So we're there. All right. So back down to the fusion unit.
A1, pull up the facility maps again, would you? On the holo projectum.
He projects it.
So if you can, is there anything on those maps that looks like a landing bay or a hangar bay?
No.
Or a passage outside to maybe where one of those things would be. Maybe not part of the facility, but like...
On the map is just marked, lack of a better term, a road and a parking lot. It looks like they would just bring speeders up here and then they would walk up the steps and then they would take speeders back to town.
Not good.
They didn't want people landing here, would be kind of your estimation. Plus with the harsh winter, it'd be hard to maintain a landing pad out here.
Okay, well, there's no hangar, so we need to figure out, is this still viable?
Well, I mean, building a hangar is not
Cheap.
I mean, it's not that expensive.
Biodome.
But we'd also have to...
Biodome.
Yeah.
What do you mean a biodome?
Have you ever been to rodeo?
Like twice in my entire life.
Yeah. Every city has a biodome over it. Keeps nature out.
Isn't that like gazillions of credits?
Oh, well, I mean,
Well,
I thought we were just dreaming.
No, we're trying to have a real...
They're expensive, but then also they require a lot of power to run. And I don't, again, without knowing the state of the reactor in the basement.
I don't. We can go look.
Let's go look at that for now while we keep talking about this.
Yeah.
So yeah, we start walking down to the basement, and so we're
So
gonna keep talking.
wipe over to Corral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Corral.
Corral opens her eyes, looks down at the lightsaber, and just says, I want to be a Jedi. That's what there is. Corral reaches down for the pieces of the lightsaber, only to stop as a set of glowing hands appear right under hers, preventing her from touching the lightsaber. She looks up into the eyes of her master. I thought you had left.
I
Again.
am still here, but I see you are making a choice.
I have to make a choice. There's 2 paths here. I don't know which one is right, but this is the one that feels right.
Very well.
I'm not building the lightsaber because I want to run around and kill people. I don't want to do it so I can be some overlord or senator or something. I want to defend us. I want to defend others. I want to be a Jedi. Is that wrong?
No, it is not wrong. But I worry the way you are taking to get there.
The way the Jedi want doesn't work for me.
And
You were there when they sent me away.
I was. You were not ready. But are you sure you are ready now? Taking shortcuts, looking for discarded crystals and discarded saber pieces.
It's what I have available. Maybe it's a mistake, but it's mine to make. I just hope you don't look too badly upon me for it.
And it's mine to warn.
I feel this is necessary.
I cannot stop you.
And with that, Corell actually reaches down and slots the crystal into the lightsaber and looks up, and her master's gone. And she lifts up the lightsaber, triggers it, and a brilliant violet blade erupts. And she just stares at it for a long moment. Slowly she gets to her feet, puts the lightsaber hilt, now deactivated, on her belt, and walks out of the room to find the boys.
You come out of the room. The rest of the crew's there.
Were you guys able to find a place to land the ship?
We got a place. It's not the best, but it'll do for now.
Well, it's still going to be a couple days back to the spaceport. Are you ready to get cold again?
Not a lot of choices. Yeah, I like the shiny new toy, by the way.
Thanks. It's very nice.
So
I don't know what to say. Yeah, thank you.
Well, it's the reason we're here.
Yeah.
This new place we found for ourselves.
Maybe. I mean, it's not, it is what it is. I hope maybe we can come back to it. Maybe we don't. We've got the Krallitz's Fang, so.
Oh, let's shut everything down and button it up and get going.
yeah, I agree. You guys turn everything
A
off.
little sequence of people like powering things down and like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Little montage of things getting turned off, things
Yes.
getting buttoned up so that way you can do things. And you guys are heading down the tunnel, heading back out, and it's not hard to see. You guys notice you're probably a good 3/4 of the way down, and you guys see Dorn in the tunnel, sitting down against the wall, all hunched over, eyes closed.
Dorn,
he's not supposed to be here.
weren't you going to stay with the speeder?
He's not saying anything.
Move up close.
Well, that's
Is
not
he
good.
Okay.
Make a medicine check.
Yeah, I'll do a medicine check.
It's average.
Tazi pulls his pistol and kind of keeps his eye down the corridor.
3 successes and
Oh my God, he's dead.
4 successes.
Wait, unless he's dead, because I failed with a threat.
He's barely alive.
I can't find a pulse.
He's alive, sort of. I mean, it's as a kind of a fourth alive.
Does he have any wounds on him? or-
Yeah, you get up there and you look. He's got 3 large gashes across his chest and down into his stomach. And keep in mind, whippids are huge.
Are snow demons poisonous? Or
No, not that I know of.
I don't think any of us know for sure.
I mean, I don't know 100%.
Dorn would know, but he's in no condition to ask.
Well, I mean,
It's blood loss and trauma.
I
It's-
I mediced him to real
Oh, yeah.
good.
He kind of, he'll wake up,
What's going on?
You're right there, Dawn.
Barely.
All right. Well,
happened?
Now that he's stabilized, I inject him with a med kit.
We got ambushed.
Snow demons again?
No, your new friend,
Who?
What? What new friend?
the one you beat up.
he's looking at you, Kaio.
I beat up somebody.
A1
The one
rolls-
from the bar.
A1 rolls over. Remember your heroic moment when you
I
bravely defended her honor.
Corell grabs A1 by the face and the dome, and pushes him back across the ice.
Oh right. Wait. They came out all the way out here to fight you. I mean us. Me.
Yeah.
What? That seems really just unnecessary.
Checking the floor. Do I see any other footprints than ours coming in?
Well, Dorn's.
So they didn't get in here.
Are they alive?
Yeah.
Where are they?
I don't know. I've been in here for I don't know how long.
Wait. So they beat you up
Yeah.
and then left.
Yeah.
Why?
I was getting ready to leave. They wanted to know where you were.
Well, thanks for not telling them that we were in here.
You're welcome.
How did they not figure that out?
They weren't that bright to begin with.
True story. Hence the fight that
They did
happened
trek all the way out here into the middle of nowhere
for absolutely nothing.
to punch KO when they could have just waited for us to come back and punch them.
A1 says, well, what do you mean you were getting ready to leave? We've only been here a few hours.
Oh yeah, that means you were going to leave us.
Dorn says,
No. 2 days has passed. I was getting ready to leave. Remember? That was our agreement.
Wait, 2 days?
We weren't gone for 2 days.
Was I asleep during? Did I pass out?
We
again?
did have a moment where we were resting, but we weren't. None of us fell asleep, and we were only in the building for 10 hours, maybe. You were going to leave us.
No. 2 days.
Now you're lying to me.
you can make a perception check.
I'm gonna check my comm unit. What does it show the date?
Does that connect with the ship?
Not this range.
You said average,
do
hard?
like a GPS signal type thing. Well, actually, it would keep.
Probably just 2. He's not, I don't think he's good at deception.
Success.
He's not lying.
At the moment, I kind of believe you. It says you've been
been a
gone
day.
for 24 hours, so currently you're a liar.
Well, something's going on.
No.
Maybe he was unconscious for a day. He got beat up.
Guys, we're in some kind of weird forest temple. It's certainly possible that something's gone amiss with time here. I mean,
I
we're
would
dealing
not
with some
put it past.
unknowns. We're dealing with some unknowns.
We
Let's
did
not
have that,
assume he's
like-
lying.
We have that weird.
We just patched him up. Let's get out to the speeders and just get out of here. We got to get back to the ship.
I wasn't going to leave him out here.
No, I'm just saying we need to keep moving.
That's fine with you.
I'll help him
Okay.
down the tunnel.
Put him in there.
You guys are heading down the tunnel.
Yep.
Make perception checks. DC is 1 red and 2 purple. Because you are going against somebody else's skill. Oh, I got a A1 roll.
Great success. 4 successes, in fact.
1 success and 2 advantages.
2 successes and 2 advantages.
Okay. At the, what do you call it, the mouth of the tunnel,
Mouth.
somebody has set up a crude tripwire bomb.
Hold up, guys.
Tripwire?
Yep.
It's basically a frag grenade stuck in the snow with a tripwire. So if you hit the wire, it pulls the pin, boom,
Look at it and see if I can figure out how to disarm it.
cut the tripwire.
Step over it.
And step over. I mean,
Snip the wire.
it's literally just, it pulls the pin out. If you just cut the wire, then the pin doesn't
Pin
get
stays
pulled.
in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I cut the wire.
Pick up
the
the
wire.
grenade.
Now we have a grenade.
Frag grenade. And you guys step outside.
Do
You
we see anybody?
successfully avoided that. Another perception check. DC on this is 3. You're not going against his skulldugger. You're going against their
I'd like
stealth.
to take a blue die because we now we know that somebody is setting a trap for us or somebody is possibly ambushing us. You said it was just 3 difficulty, not 3 in a red?
Correct.
2 in a red? Okay, just
Yeah,
3.
you were going against his skullduggery the first time,
Okay.
and this time you're going against his stealth.
3 successes and 2 disadvantages. Or 2 threats, excuse me.
1 success, 2 advantages.
2 success, triumph and 2 success. Triumph and a success.
So
with,
2
2
successes?
threats.
Oh, no, I see where you got that now.
Triumph and success and 1 advantage.
Outside, there are 4 of the whippids. One of them has got himself up on like a little hill above where you guys are. Thinks he's got himself buried in there really nicely.
I'm going to quick draw.
But he's wearing his fur is brown.
Yeah, and then there's 3 that, like, when you come out of the tunnel, they're above the tunnel. You can hear them. They're basically getting ready to jump down on you when you step out.
Corel, if you could hold on to him for 1 second.
I was about to lean him against A1, but sure.
Either
with
way.
the triumph, I'd like to, before we come off the tunnel, I'll see the glint of his weapon in the snow.
Okay.
And I'm going to quick draw on the
All right.
sniper.
Go for it. I'll say you get 1 shot off before we have to roll for initiative. He has cover right now, so you're going to add
How
2
far away is he?
medium range.
Okay.
He's not that far. 2 black die because he's got pretty good cover. He's got himself dug in.
Okay. Difficulty?
Medium range is 2, right?
Cool. Nope, miss.
Okay. You fire a blaster shot. There's no near him. Now we'll drop into initiative.
2 successes and an advantage.
No successes.
3 successes and an advantage.
Lots of advantages, though. That's a thing.
I got
I think 5 or 6.
5 advantages.
It was a lot.
All right, PC 1.
I'll shoot at that guy.
Okay.
Again. What is he? Medium range?
Yep.
He's at medium range? Okay.
And then you get the 2 black die for the cover that he's in.
So if I have 3 yellows and I upgrade one of those, what does it become?
You get a green.
I will do that with true aim. Okay. Ooh, I actually failed.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
That's a lot of... Those black die. That's what did it.
2 setback die.
Fail.
Got you. So you fire a nice big
It's close.
puff of snow goes off next to him. Okay.
That's tough.
He is next. You stepped out. You just quick drew. So he's going to fire back at you.
You took a black die, right?
Yep. You hear a loud boom. And a puff of smoke comes out from in front of him. And something just slams into you. You take 8 points minus your soak. You look down on your armor and there's a little hunk of metal that's just steaming. He's not using a blaster. PC2.
I am going to take another shot at the guy on the hill.
Okay.
I'm staying in the tunnel opening. I'm not stepping
Okay.
out.
Oh, wait, actually.
That's much better. 2 successes, 2 threats.
Okay.
Nice.
What's your damage?
Damage is 9 for the dragon eye.
Plus the 2 successes, or is that with the 2
11
successes?
with the 2 successes. So I'll say for my advantages, the shot hits him, and it also like crumbles his cover on the hill.
Yeah, some of the snow gets crumbled, so
So
we'll
only
just-
One black die.
one black die. Yep.
Beautiful.
So it's now one of their turns. One of them comes jumping down.
I'm in front of Tazi,
Okay.
so I just set Dorn down against A1.
Yeah, I was out when you said that. I was like, it's probably a better choice.
All right. So he's going to swing at you. He has a truncheon in his hand.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, I've got
Defense.
a defensive one for melee.
So he still hits for 5.
Okay.
But that's Octo.
I soak it, yeah.
Yep. And that's PC3.
That would be me. So Corel gets hit, and she just kind of glares at him, reaches down into her belt, and brings up her brand new lightsaber. Oh, on the first roll.
So I'd like to make a suggestion.
Oh.
Yes.
As traditional in Star Wars stories, someone is lost an arm.
Well, yeah, that ends up being a triumph.
Oh.
2 successes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So what's the damage?
So that is 13 with breach 1, which means it ignores 10 points of armor.
That ignores all of his soak.
Yeah.
You hit him really well. He does survive, but
And the critical hit is a 63.
A flash of a saber blade.
Wow.
And a forearm with a hand holding a truncheon, like chunks into the ice outside just inside the cavern.
all right, I'll go with that. The arm comes flying off.
A flash of purple, a cry of pain, and a tumbling forearm holding a truncheon.
Yes. Exactly.
All right. And the next one of them jumps down because he didn't see what happened quite yet. He's, for some reason, going at you again. He misses with an advantage. So his buddy will get a blue die. The last one jumps down. He jumps down with his truncheon and hits you for...
The truncheon comes in, Corel spins the lightsaber and blocks it with the lightsaber, and a hunk of the metal just ends up smacking her in the leg. No damage.
That works.
And he's holding half a truncheon.
I feel like this is... All right, A1 rolls up with his little fusion cutter. He tries to hit the one that just jumped down and missed.
Okay.
The last one of those jumps down.
Another one?
He's going to swing at UKO because it's getting crowded down here. And miss. PC1. Okay.
All right. So is there a bunch on Corel right now?
There's one in the up, one back there.
Yeah.
There's 2 on you and 2 on you.
The 2 that are on me, I'm going to burn them alive.
Okay. You are currently engaged
With them?
because they are trying to hit you.
Okay.
Which will upgrade your difficulty unless you take a maneuver to step back. So you're going to try to hit one of the ones that just jumped down in front of you, KO?
I'm going to hit, yes, I'm trying to hit one of them. My goal is to hit all of them.
Okay. Roll.
Burn alive. So the what you said is what we're doing?
Yeah.
Two successes, which is 15 points of damage. And I use the three advantages to activate the burst ability of the flamethrower attachment that I'm using, which catches the other guy on fire and causes him 15 points of damage. And then they will be taking 13 points of damage on their next turn.
Okay. They're burning.
Yep.
So we have 2 facing us right now.
There's 4 on the entrance and 1 on the
entrance?
and one
You
on
could
the
still peg at the
snowbank.
snowbank guy if you wanted to.
And you're in direct combat with 2 people.
And 2 of them are on fire in front
Don't
of me.
worry about me.
No, I'm just saying because if
Yes.
I shoot at those guys, I got to take negatives for you.
Take the guy at range.
I also am very close to them.
Okay, I'll crouch down and try and get a better shot on the...
Okay.
Kind of drop to a knee and
Sure.
pull a pistol up. And he's at 1 black now instead of 2.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. 2 successes, 1 advantage.
Okay.
11 points. And my shot with the advantage takes out that other piece of cover.
Fair enough. And it's his turn to return fire. He is going to shoot back at you since you're now shooting at him. And he misses with 1 advantage. So
Armless dude.
swings.
He still has one. He still has
swing
one
and a
arm.
miss. And he tries to claw you and he misses.
Okay.
Misses horribly.
The one with still half a truncheon. Bring the lightsaber around again.
Okay.
That's 2 successes and 4 advantages, with which I will activate critical. This one, he's bringing up his truncheon again to swing, and this time I just flat out run him through. And when I get through, he falls forward, and I actually bring the lightsaber up, and it just cuts through his belly straight up as I pull it out. And he falls in almost 2 pieces.
Nice. All right. One of them swings his truncheon and hits you, KO, for 6 points.
Okay.
Let's see. The second one misses. Horribly.
Is it?
You get a blue die.
Oh, okay. PC 2 now, or PC 1, or wait, where are we?
PC 1, back at the top.
Okay, that's me. All right, I'm gonna go upgrade, and they're close to me again.
They're engaged with you.
They're engaged with me again. So I'm gonna take a maneuver. So I'm gonna remove the green die because I'm not actually doing it. So I'm gonna take a maneuver and step back so that I'm not engaged with them. I just don't want the chance for despair. Yes. Wow. So actually, I shoot him and then I activate critical again. I'm not using the Bernie. Then it's gonna hurt the other guy.
You take them both out.
Yeah.
They both go down enough.
73. I just want to know what that would have been if he were alive.
Hamstrung.
Yes.
Right.
So I literally like flaming whippet A comes running at me and punches me in the chest. I spin backwards, spin onto my knees, and literally just and shoot both of them in the face. Well, actually, I shoot one of them in the leg, which spins him to the floor because I am this close to them, which is very close for those who are not watching the show. And the other one goes and is on fire and gets shot in the crossfire.
PC2? You're going to shoot the...
So the sniper is the only one left.
There's one...
Well, I mean, the sniper is the only one left available.
For you to hit, yeah. Or,
all right, yeah, I'll take one last pot shot at that sniper. I'll actually kind of move back against the wall of the, I guess, away from the bodies.
Uh-oh. Looks like we may have had a success.
2 successes. So that's 11 damage. Right. Tazi lifts his gun up one last time, takes a good squint down the sights, and takes a pot shot, what he thinks is going to miss, and it actually barrels right through the guy's.
All right.
Blast, knocks him over, and then he rolls down the hill.
Yeah, he slides down the hill. And that would have been his turn before yours, but he's now rolling down the hill.
So I just have one left, the armless guy, right?
Yep.
This poor guy.
First of all, I spend a force point to regain 2 strain through the... I channel the force through the lightsaber to attempt to recover strain based on the Dantari crystal. Unfortunately, because of who knows what, I accidentally spend a dark point. So instead of getting 2 strain back, I actually take 2 strain. And I've got the lightsaber pointed at the remaining whippet. And I'm just like... Give up now.
Good idea. We could use a hostage.
So I'm saying that way we can get through town and not have to deal with these people.
He's turning to run.
I run him through. Yeah, 3. He takes 13 breach 1.
Oh, that's way over what he's got left.
So she just lunges forward and pierces him through the spine, and then. You guys okay?
Are you okay?
That's a better question.
I'm fine. Just a little tired. Did anybody get shot? You got hurt. You got hit in the ribs.
I did get shot in the chest, but I'm all right. That's why I own this stuff.
That guy was using a slug thrower, wasn't he?
He was indeed.
I'll be back.
All right. Kaio winks at Tazi. He knows what's up.
Thorn, are you okay?
Yeah. Tazi pokes us out of the tunnel, make sure there's nobody else out there, and then heads up toward where that sniper was posted to try and grab.
He's dug himself a little trench to sit down. I mean, he's had some time to wait.
So I'm going to look around and try and find the slug thrower.
It's in the snow a little ways down from where he was sitting.
And I'm going to then go over to him and see if he's got any additional ammunition on him, anything I can use.
He's got a few slugs. I mean, it's a crude slug thrower. Nothing real fancy. Yeah, base damage is 7 if you want.
I'll hold on to it.
Yeah.
At least for the moment.
Yep.
We could make it cooler.
Sling it over my shoulder. And
the speeder is still right where you guys left it. It's fairly undamaged. It looks like they were trying to break into it a little bit, but they didn't damage it. You can get in it. You can head back.
Check for booby traps.
Booby traps
Roll a perception check.
against.
A red and 2 purple. And you have to beat his skullduggery.
I would also against suggest a blue because we are wary.
I'll buy that. Anybody roll a despair?
Nope.
No,
No,
but Tazi doesn't.
You don't
Tazi
find any.
doesn't see anything.
5 successes.
You don't find any.
3 successes.
If there was-
If you'd rolled a despair, something would have blown up.
Okay. Well, we get in, push everybody in, and we go.
When you guys load everybody in, Carl's just kind of staring at the last whippet that they fought, and she's just staring at it. She's not even noticing you guys have loaded the
Corral, let's go.
Yeah, sorry, coming. And she turns and sits in the back.
This probably is not going to
Tazi,
be
as
good.
she's getting into the speeder, Tazi gives Kaio a little bit of a look.
Oh yeah.
Well, as much as I could, but
He
like
shares
a
the
look
same.
of worry.
He shares the same look.
You get in. A1 was still outside. He just kind of looks. He watches you walk in, and then he goes, "After you."
You're sitting in the middle, A1.
No, you're already in.
Oh.
He looks away from you and says, "After you." And then he pauses for a few seconds, and then he gets in.
Oh Lord, he's followed Oh Lord. Oh no. The worst.
Corral doesn't even seem to notice.
What was that about?
You're still seeing lady face, aren't you?
No.
Man face now?
No, she's not here.
Well, what was the after you for then?
He wanted to come along.
Who's he?
Oh.
Explain.
He's gone now.
Where? Who? What is who? What are you talking about?
I've been talking to a bunch of people.
I see that apparently.
I'll run a diagnostic when we get back to the ship.
Fine, go.
And then
Drive.
he stares at like the equivalent of the dashboard and just starts talking to the speeder. Let's go.
My Lord.
Let's go, Tazi.
Tazi
Go.
just shakes his head at all this kind of nonsense and powers up the speeder and heads out.
All right. You make it back to town. We'll just swipe to that. There's nothing eventful happens.
The camera sees us
we
load
still-
get
we
her
still
in
have
the
Dorn-
ship.
Dorn to
yeah,
deal
we
with.
dropped Dorn off at the nearest hospital.
Yeah, you drop him off at the hospital. It's going to take him a few days. I mean, they tore into him pretty good, but
We
he'll
pay him.
live.
We pay him his fee.
Thank you.
Good luck.
You
And
too.
of course, his medical bill.
Thank you. Good luck.
We may be in contact in the future.
I'm not going back. That place is haunted. Crazy.
Okay, then.
But you know how to get there.
Right.
Yes.
Thanks.
Then you guys go back to your ship.
Yep. I do at least.
Load the speeder on the ship.
You go to load the speeder on, and the loading dock, somebody's been trying to get into the ship. So it's a little damaged. You notice the ship, if you were to try to fly right now, there would be a leak in your atmosphere would be shooting out. There'd be an air leak. So it's going to take a few hours for Corral to patch it together. And now that you're here, is there anything else you want to check?
I'm gonna. Corral starts work on the repairs.
I'm gonna do my job. Make sure nobody's on the ship
Okay, nobody's on the ship.
or the outside of the
Tazi
ship.
goes back to the loading official, the dock official. Look, I don't know what kind of scam you guys are running here, but someone tried to break into our ship. You don't have security posted here?
Yeah, we caught them. They're in jail.
Are they right now?
Yeah.
Take me to them.
Okay. Jail's right over there.
Did I stutter?
No.
Take me to them.
Okay. Does that mean I carry you or do we walk? Like, I'm waiting for you.
I'm following you.
Oh, okay.
He just starts walking towards the building he pointed at.
Here we are. There it is. They're in there.
Tazi just stares at him for a minute, turns and walks into the building.
Okay. You walk into the building. There's a desk with a large whippet there.
Can I do for you?
Understand you have a couple people have a couple of individuals who are breaking into my ship.
Couple of youths.
Youths, huh?
Yeah, couple kids.
Do you know these kids?
Just local troublemakers.
Take me to them.
It's not normal procedure. They got to be put on trial.
That's fine, but take me to them. I'm leaving. I want to make sure I give them a message before I leave.
Okay.
He walks you back to a cell. He's looking at you kind of funny. And you see two younger whippets in there. And they're just sitting there looking at you.
How big are they?
6 feet. I mean,
Young whippets, I guess, would be
yeah,
around
teenage.
my height.
Yeah,
Around
teenage.
Tazi's height.
Yeah, probably. Because they're normally 8 foot tall. So 6.5, 7 feet, somewhere in that neighborhood. They just look at you.
Yeah? What do you want?
Looking for something in my ship?
Maybe. I break
Maybe.
into a lot of things. That's what we do. We're bored.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Come here.
He stands up. He's trying to not look intimidated. Are you trying to intimidate him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Coercion, just a 2. I can't imagine they're going to be too tough. They're teenagers.
Literally nothing. Like, straight up even, no
Okay.
failure, no success, no advantage, no threat.
Complete wash. He locks eyes with you, and you guys have that little stare down.
I suggest you find yourself a new hobby.
Sure. Whatever, old man.
Then he just turns around and sits back on his bunk.
Tazi pulls up, opens his pocket and pulls out another credit chip. Is this what you were looking for?
I'm looking for anything.
You can have it if you can take it.
So he just, trying to muster up some strength, just sits on the bed and just kind of puts his head down and says,
Go away.
That's what I thought. And Tazi continues to lock eyes with him.
no, he broke eye contact. He's looking down at the ground.
Okay. Tazi stares, spits on the floor, turns around and walks out.
Okay.
Make sure they get the full punishment of the law, sir.
He just shakes his head and looks at you like, what just happened? Because that never happens here. Then you're back at the ship.
Tazi heads back to the ship.
All right, so Corell, you're going to start working
about
on
5 minutes before Tazi gets back. Kaio, from out on the hull, you hear a couple clangs and a lot of swearing.
Criven, get in there!
You're all right out there, Corel.
They severed the main bus line going to the hydraulic lift.
I'm totally going to pretend I know what you're talking about. That sounds awful.
A1 goes, it is. It's horrible.
Thanks, A1. I assumed.
No.
I wouldn't suggest going out there right now.
No. He looks at the wall. She agrees with you.
Who's she?
Her.
Which one's her?
I don't know. Oh, she's gone.
I'm going to just walk away now.
Krell, from the distance, you hear, hey, what's going on over there?
That you coming
Yeah,
back?
that's Tazi walking back. He sees you banging on the outside
Actually,
of the ship.
when you come back, you actually see Corell has just removed a piece of outer hull plating near it, and it's probably a 30-pound piece of plate.
Like wings it?
And she one-handedly wings it across about 25 feet, obviously using a little bit of force to propel it, and just starts slams her hand into the side of the thing.
You know those things aren't cheap.
It's hull plating. They severed this. Look at the mess they made.
Ah, yes, the bus line to the hydraulic lift.
Yes. See, you get it.
That's gonna be a pain.
I know.
I've actually had to replace that 3 times. Well, not me, but somebody.
It's gonna take a couple hours.
That's fine. I'm gonna head to the bar and go get a drink. I just confronted the miscreants that were trying to break into our ship. It's a couple of kids, but go figure.
Yeah, no kidding.
Does it look like they even knew what they were doing?
No, this would get them nowhere. They tried getting the lift, the escape, one of the escape pod hatches open.
They tried a
From
couple different spots.
Wow. Well, on the plus side, they weren't bright.
No, but that makes it a little worse.
All right, I'm gonna go grab a drink. Just keep me posted. If you want to come over and have one when you're done, let me know. It doesn't look like we'll be leaving anytime soon.
Sure, rub it in.
That's not your fault.
About 3 hours later.
Yeah, it just takes you twice as long to get it fixed. So you come back a couple hours later from the bar. She's still working on it.
Sufficiently sauced.
Yep.
All right, are we ready to go?
I just got to put the armor panel back on. Where the frack did it go?
So you
Do
go,
you feel furry?
So we walk outside, and I'm like, Corel.
I got the panel fixed. We can go.
Well, that's good because
she actually takes her tool bag and throws it onto the ramp, and the tools go everywhere. And
well,
let's just go.
We're going back to Kashyyyk, so that's good.
Yay!
We got a call from the Harlequin.
That Harlequin.
Oh
Yeah. Apparently,
so they found Master Race.
So
No.
You're standing on the spanner. Move.
You threw the bag.
You stepped on it. Move.
You are an angry woman right now.
Dude, you'd like to see how angry.
all right, we have.
You
more-
didn't
we
just
have-
spend 5 hours working on a flipping hole on this ship.
I hand you the spanner. Just shake my head.
She puts
All right.
put stuff back in the bag.
Look, the Harlequin contacted us because they just saved that Force-sensitive girl, Tara.
And,
Apparently they saved her and Jana from a kidnapping attempt.
They tried kidnapping him from the station?
No,
What
they
the hell?
did kidnap
They
her.
did. They were kidnapped.
And apparently Jenny died.
What?
Yeah.
Kaio, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
She actually rushes over and hugs Kaio.
Kaio just kind of stands there,
It's okay.
pats her on the back,
If Tazi could look wide-eyed, he would.
but that would be like
Every
infinity
day.
eye.
That'd be like every day.
Come on, let's go inside. You need to sit down. This is bad.
No, I'm good.
A1, are you okay?
He's got it worse than I do apparently. So let's help him up.
I see A1's at the top of the ramp.
Yeah. A1 looks at you and looks at Kaio and just kind of lets out a little cry. Falls over backwards. You hear a dunk.
Poor little guy. He's very upset.
Jenny.
Well, yes, Jenny died. Let's get to Kashyyyk. Tazi, we're ready.
Yeah, they sent us coordinates. We can go anytime.
Let's
Okay,
go.
let's go.
Everybody in positions. There's like a little. The picture is like it's like screen pops to like 3 sections. The section on the left is Corel running to engineering. The section on the right is Kaio running into his gunnery pod. And in the middle section is Tazi sitting in his chair having a drink and hitting a button to take off.
And then at the bottom of the screen, you see A1 just still laying in front of the door.
Hey everyone, this is Kendall, and I wanted to thank you all for listening to Redemption so far this year. This episode actually marks the end of what we're calling Season 1. We've wrapped up the first 3 major storylines for each character, and now, with our very next episode coming out on June 15th, we're going to move on into Season 2. Thank you all for listening and for your feedback. It means a lot to us.